Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another week check-in video. I am mostly done with my mile walk for the day. It is Saturday the 14th, and I'm doing a little bit more than a mile today, probably almost a mile and a half. It's a little humid, but we're having a break in the storms. I don't know if you can see, like, some of the clouds are pretty gray, but there's random, where's the blue? There's random patches of blue somewhere. Over there. There's the blue. One little patch of blue. So I'm like, let me get outside and get my walk in before it gets rainy again. I'm also hoping to clean out my garden from last year, which was a massive fail. Nothing grew last year, but I haven't cleared out the beds at all, and I need to do that. So I'm going to work on that hopefully before the rain starts up again this afternoon. But I just wanted to do a little check-in. We are almost halfway through the month of May. I did not weigh today because it was Saturday and I slept in, and then I had to go meet a friend for coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I got a chai and a blueberry scone. So that was breakfast today, breakfast of champions. That was not a healthy breakfast, but I was meeting with a friend. I'm going to add onto this video some chat about some meal planning that I'm going to do later today. I'm going to set up what I need to prep for the week coming up, plan for a couple dinners to cook, and kind of look and see what's in my fridge and a couple things I've pulled out of the freezer. And I'll talk through all of that with you later on in this video, but I'm getting foggy. I'm just going to take those off for a second because I'm a little sweaty. It's very humid out here. It's only about 70 degrees, but it's humid because of the rain that we've had this morning and yesterday, and later it's coming back. So it's just all very humid and bright, surprisingly. So 3 goals that I had for May: walk a mile every day, and I have done all but one day. I think it was Thursday, a couple days ago. I really have no excuse for not walking that day. It just got to the end of the day and I'm like, oh stink, I didn't walk today. So I just didn't do it. I could have at 9:30 or whenever it was that I realized it. I had time to get up and do a video, and I just chose to not. I was in the middle of reading at that point, and my reading has been off and on this last couple weeks. So I skipped my walk that day. But then yesterday I did a walking video with, who's the girl? Glow with Joe. I'll link it down below. It was a really good workout and sweaty, and it was like walk plus because there was a lot of other exercises. It didn't make up for skipping a day, but I've done every other day so far at least 1 mile. So I'm very pleased that I've stuck with that. Unfortunately, I have not added very many other activities on top of that mile walk. I just really haven't been adding enough workouts in to make a difference on the scale. So the scale has basically been the same all month, which I'm okay with. It's not going up at all. It's just staying the same. And I'm really taking some time this weekend and like in the later part of this weekend, really evaluating what it is that's going on, like why. Partly it's workouts, partly it's food. This is always the case. So today I found this podcast called, I think it's called I Lost 100 Pounds. I will link it down below. This woman, Corinne, she really has a potty mouth. So you have to maybe just be okay with the swearing. I don't love it, but I really like the couple things that I've heard from her so far. I really, really like. So one of the things she talked about, she encourages her weight loss groups or whatever to weigh once a week. I'm doing Noom, so I'm weighing every day. But at the end of the week, she has everybody take a moment to analyze what worked that week, what didn't work. So it's like something you want to keep doing, something you want to stop doing, and something you want to start doing. So keep, stop, start is what it was. And so I like this. Oh, that sun got really bright. Hi, sun. I like this idea of taking a minute to really evaluate my week and be very specific with what is it that I need to keep doing? What's going well? What do I need to stop doing? Is there something that I need to stop doing? Like for me, standing at the fridge, deciding my dinner at the moment. Eventually I'll get to the point where I'm planning more consistently, but standing at the fridge or getting out my things that I need for dinner and eating a snack while I'm preparing and making dinner. I don't need to do that. I'm going to have food in like 10 minutes. So I need to stop the like pre-dinner, pre-game snacking that happens almost every day. Wow, it's really bright. It's like hurting my eyes. And then start. What is something you want to start doing? So for me, starting to plan a little more and do some prep on the weekends is going to be really key, I think, moving forward. I like that moment to stop and evaluate. I think that that's really important. And something else that I've learned or thought about this week as we're sitting here chatting is I've been doing the articles every day with Noom. There are things to read. You can set how long you want your time to be. I set mine from like 9 to 12 minutes. I don't want to spend more time than that reading articles. But one of the articles talked about rewarding yourself and that taking note of little wins along the way and giving yourself sporadic and spontaneous rewards for those wins helps build motivation, helps build habits. And there's all different kinds of rewards. I mean, it talked about monetary rewards, like buying yourself a new book for us that are book lovers. Or for me, one of the things I wrote down is a new yoga mat. My yoga mat is decades old and it's falling apart, and it doesn't bring me joy to bust out my yoga mat if I need it for a workout. So I feel like getting myself a new yoga mat would be a fun reward to surprise myself with. It could be like a movie night, whether you go to the movies or just make a special night at home where you pop in a movie, maybe make some popcorn or a special treat or of some sort, not like a unhealthy treat, but like just making it a special event, or like taking a bubble bath with fancy bath salts or some bubble bath that you've been saving. Just had all kinds of ideas of ways to reward yourself. But the part that I want to focus on, and I'm going to be doing this for the next week, is every day documenting a win. And I want to challenge you guys to do this as well, because I think the more we stop and notice our wins, the more we will be proud of ourselves for making good choices. And that in itself is a motivator to keep making good choices. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture every day of something that's a win. Maybe that's me out on a walk like right now, or maybe it's a really healthy salad that I put together for lunch, or my Fitbit stats at the end of the day. If I have a day where I do more than 10,000 steps, which is really difficult for me to get to. So just whatever it is, I'm going to take a photo of that day. So next week in my check-in, I will have a compilation of those. But if you're a part of our Facebook group, which I will also link down below, I will be posting those pictures daily in the Facebook group. And I would love to hear from you all as well on a daily basis. What's a win that you had that day? Every single day for the next week. This is our little mini challenge, a 1-week challenge starting tomorrow, Sunday, May 15th, for 7 days. Take a picture or record in whatever way you want to a win that you had that day. So you can write it down in a journal, you can take a picture of it, whatever it is, share it in the Facebook group or share it in the comments, either this video or next week, but somehow record for yourself, mostly for yourself. Like, it's fun to share those things too, but mostly for yourself. Record your wins, because I think that builds momentum to keep going. Holy tangents. Okay, other goals that I had were to eat vegetables at 2 or more meals every day. I've been doing really well with this, as I'm going to talk about in a little while as I do some meal prep. One of the things I did over the last couple weeks is I made some mason jar salads for lunch. So one day I was making taco salad for dinner, and I just made a taco salad in a mason jar as well to bring for lunch. I've done that a couple times in the last couple weeks, and I'm going to be prepping some mason jar salads this weekend to make for lunches Monday through Thursday when I'm at work. Friday, I don't eat lunch at work, but Monday through Thursday. That way lunch is taken care of for work. The prep is done, and it's a lot of vegetables. And every time I make a salad, it's a lot of vegetables. I made buffalo chicken dip, but instead of eating it with chips, I ate it with celery. I've been eating a lot of celery. I grabbed some sugar snap peas from the grocery this past week, and I've been eating those quite a bit. I had a sweet potato with my dinner a couple times for an evening vegetable. Again, I'm not doing great with recording my vegetable intake, but I know that I've been doing good eating more vegetables. I threw spinach in a smoothie a couple times for breakfast. Yeah, so I've been doing good with the vegetables. And the third thing is to log a meal every day, at least one meal on Noom. And I've not been doing great with that over the last couple days. I started out the week strong. I started out the month really strong, but it's the first thing that I forget to do because I'm just not in the habit of logging my meals. But I'm going to work on that still it's still a goal as we move forward into May. We're only halfway through the month. So that's where I'm at with my 3 goals for the month. I'm going to finish my walk. I have about a little more than a quarter of a mile to go. And then maybe I'll show a clip of me out in my garden, getting that prepped up. And then one more clip of talking about meal prep that I'm going to be working on. And yeah, so just hopefully have a little bit of extra exciting things for you for in this video rather than just a quick little check-in, even though it's already 11 minutes long. Holy moly. I will talk with you in a few moments, but let me finish this walk first before the rains come back. Although I think there's more blue. Look at that patch of blue. Where is it? That patch of blue got a bit bigger. I'm surprised. Actually, there's blue here too. Hi, blue skies. All right, I'm gonna finish this walk and then get out in the garden. I'm not sure if it's still gonna rain later, but there are still some pretty gray clouds, so we'll see. But hopefully I can get some of the gardening prepped. We'll see. Right, it's time to sit down and make a plan for meals for next week. Melinda, one of my good friends, sent me this pad as a tool to track what I'm eating. I'm going to use it to plan my meals instead and then just put it on the fridge. So I've already filled it out with jar salads Monday through Thursday lunch. And then I'm also on Walmart grocery website so I can put the things that I know that I'm gonna need that I don't already have in my cart and hopefully do a pickup for tomorrow afternoon so that I can get prepping tomorrow night. And then my list of things to do to prep, I'm just gonna write on this little pad. So I already know I need to hard boil some eggs. That will be a good use for snacks and also to put into the salads. So that's the only thing I know so far. I know the other day I grabbed a spaghetti squash and I'm gonna prep this tomorrow too, just by cooking it. The way that I like to do it is I cut it in half, scoop out the seeds, and I just put a little salt and pepper on it and put it in the microwave for about 10 minutes. And then I check it, and if it needs a couple more minutes, I will do it. It's the fastest way. Otherwise it takes like 45 minutes in the oven to bake it or roast it or whatever you do to it. But I use this instead of pasta, so the spaghetti squash. So I tried to get a smaller one this time because sometimes they're really big and I end up not being able to eat it all. Then I just make a sauce with whatever I have. So right now I have Italian sausage, diced tomatoes, and I'll probably do like half a brick of cream cheese and just make a little sauce out of those things. I also have Ragu Simply that's open, I believe. Oh yeah, I do. This is like a sugar-free tomato sauce that I really like, especially when I doctor it up a little bit. So that's open and ready in the fridge. Oh, I wanted to show you the jars I use. This is just a wide mouth mason jar. So when you're making a jar salad, you start with your dressing at the bottom and then all your vegetables. So right now I have carrots and celery and peppers and tomatoes. I think that's the only thing I have. Sometimes I add cucumbers, but I think that's what I have right now. So then you add all that. If you put in a little bit of cheese, you put it after the vegetables. Then whatever kind of protein, I've pulled out some cooked chicken that I cooked in the crock pot that I had in the freezer. I pulled it out to thaw in the fridge. So that cooked chicken will be used for all my mason jar salads this month, or this week, excuse me. So then you add whatever protein and then you fill the rest of the jar with your greens. And I'm gonna do a mix of romaine and spinach, neither of which I have right now. So those need to go in my grocery cart. And then I just need to think about my week. So I know on Monday I am babysitting. So I'm gonna just have to do leftovers on Monday. Tuesday I play volleyball, so I'm not gonna want to come home and cook. Although if I prep Tuesday, I could probably do this. Actually, I'm gonna write that right in there, spaghetti squash. So if I do spaghetti squash with sausage leftovers, I'll do some kind of taco salad. I also pulled out some taco meat from the freezer as well. Thursday, I might just do another leftover day. Yeah, and then Friday I'm gonna do breakfast for dinner because yum. Sweet, and then I'll leave the weekend for whatever. Friday lunch, I'll just find whatever. So on breakfasts, my options are avocado toast, which I usually do Mondays and Wednesdays because I have a little bit of extra time. And then a smoothie on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then for snacks, I have hard-boiled eggs. I've got snap peas. I need to get some more guacamole cups. I get the pack of 5 little 100-calorie guacamole packs. I don't know if they're 100-calorie. 5 little, they're like individual packs of guacamole, which I love. And I love dipping snap peas in them. I also got some hummus. I don't love hummus, but I'm determined to make myself like it. So I have hummus with carrots, guacamole and snap peas, and hard-boiled eggs. So those will be, and apples, like apples and peanut butter for some fruit in there too. So those will be snack options during the week, and I'll just add those to my lunches for afternoon snacks while I'm at work. But yeah, that's a pretty simplified version of a meal plan. So tomorrow I need to hard-boil eggs, cook the spaghetti squash, pick up groceries. That's like part of the prep. Really, that's a make the sauce. Taco salad, taco meat is already done because I pulled it from the freezer. So, and then make the jar salads. So tomorrow's prep isn't going to be that hard. There's just like a few things I need to do in the afternoon tomorrow, and I will be set for my meals this week. And hopefully that will help me to do better with not mindlessly snacking and all that stuff. But just wanted to share with you a little bit of my process. This is not my normal process. I normally don't have a process, but I'm attempting to add this to my life on the weekends at some point, coming up with a plan and figuring out what I can do ahead of time to prep. I really like these jar salads because they last a week in the fridge and the lettuce doesn't get bad. And I like mixing my lettuce with my spinach so that I'm getting even more nutrients. And if I get a big thing of spinach, I can add it into my smoothies as well. I think we're going to be good. So here is your reminder. Take a look at your last week. What are you going to keep? What are you going to stop? And what are you going to start? So what kinds of things did you do well that you want to keep doing? What things did you like maybe not do so well? Like mindlessly snacking is my big stop, hopefully. And then start. What are you going to start? And this is me starting to implement a little bit more planning time into my weekends and hopefully set myself up for success during the week. And then also, don't forget, I want to see your daily wins. The Facebook group will be linked down below. Record them for yourself, though. Do not feel like you have to share them with me. Record them for yourself. Daily wins, whatever that might be for you. Did you get up and move a little bit? Did you make a healthy lunch? Did you not snack at all during the day? Did you go for a walk? Whatever your win is for you, I want to see it. Hopefully take some pictures throughout the week. You will see mine in my next week's check-in, and I'll let you know how I did with this. That's it for my week 2 May check-in, and I really look forward to hearing how everything is going for you guys, and I will talk to you in the comments and see you in another video very soon. Bye.